Hello students and welcome to my channel. Today we shall do chapter 7 articles. Now students, let us first understand what are articles. Articles are words that refer to specific and non-specific nouns. Now, what are nouns? Any name, place, animal or thing is a noun. So, articles are those words which will refer to certain specific and certain non-specific nouns. Now, the words a, and the are called articles. They are used for what? They are used to point out people or things. Now students, what are people or things? They are nouns only. So, articles always precede a noun in a sentence. Precede a noun means they come before a noun in any sentence. They qualify the noun following them. Qualify means give more meaning to the noun which comes after them, whether it is a specific noun or a non-specific noun. Next, articles can be classified into two categories: definite articles and indefinite articles. Now, as we studied, articles are a, and the, and a and an are called indefinite articles, whereas the is the definite article. You have to keep this in mind. A and indefinite articles and the is the definite article. Now, the words a and the, as we have studied, are called articles and they are used to point out to people or things. A and an, why are they called indefinite articles? Because they are used when we are not talking of any person or thing in particular. That means the noun is not specific or not about any particular person, place or thing. Then we use a or an as the indefinite articles which comes before the noun, which precedes the noun. Now, let us see when we can use a and an. We can always use a and an before countable nouns. What are countable nouns? Those nouns which can be counted, which has a specific number for it. They are called countable nouns. So we can always use a and an before countable nouns in the singular number. However, we cannot use articles before uncountable nouns. Now, can we say a tea? No, we cannot use the word a tea. Article a before tea. Why? Because it is not a countable noun. Can we say a sugar? No, we cannot say a sugar. We can say a cube of sugar, but sugar as such is not a countable noun. Therefore, we cannot use the article a before sugar. Now, a and an refers to the nouns in general. That is, they do not specify a particular noun as I just explained to you. Now, certain examples from your book. Ronnie needs a blue tie for the party. An umbrella saves us from rain. Now students, in the above sentences, it is very certain that Ronnie, the subject, he needs a tie which is blue in color, and an umbrella saves us from rain. But which blue tie and umbrella is being talked about has not been specified. So, use of a and an. In what cases can we use a and an? A and an is used. A is used before a noun. As we said, the article precedes the noun. So, a is used before a noun that begins with the consonant sound. Now, as you know, your alphabets are divided into consonants and vowels. Vowels are the alphabets A, E, I, O, U, and the remaining are all consonants. So, A is used before a noun that begins with a consonant sound. For example, a girl. Now, in a girl, the noun girl is beginning with the consonant G. Therefore, a girl. A man. The noun man is beginning with the consonant M. Therefore, a man. A university. Now, why do we say a university, a unicorn, whereas a is supposed to be used before a noun that begins with a consonant sound? So, in university, though this noun is beginning with a vowel U, but it is making the sound of a consonant U. It is starting, now U is Y-O-U, so consonant sound is coming of Y. So therefore we use a university and a unicorn also. Keep this in mind, students. Now consonant A, article A is used before consonant sounds, a cat, a dog. An is used before vowel sounds. An apple, in the apple noun, apple is starting with the vowel A. Orange noun, orange is starting with the vowel O. But certain exceptions of vowel nouns, university, unicorn. Why? Because they make the consonant sound as U. Therefore, it is a university and a unicorn. Now students, Tina is choosing a bouquet. Bouquet means what? A collection of flowers nicely wrapped together is called a bouquet. A bouquet. He belongs to a European city. Now see students, again European. It is making a consonant sound U starting with Y. Therefore a European, not an European. Even though it is starting, this European is a noun which is starting with a vowel, but article a will be added or preceded before it. Now when do we use an? An is used before a noun that begins with a vowel sound. For example, an owl, the vowel sound is beginning with O. An inkpot, the noun is beginning with I. Therefore an inkpot. An heir, again this heir means now the prince was the heir to the king's property. Heir means whatever property will come down from the king to his son makes the son his heir. That is the meaning of the word heir. So an heir, now an heir. Why heir? Because it is making a vowel sound here. Though it is beginning with a consonant, it is making a vowel sound. Heir. Therefore, an heir. An article. So keep these things in mind, students. Example. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Everyone knows that he is an honest man. This is not pronounced as honest. This is an honest man. What are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. Now honest, O. Therefore an honest man. It is a vowel sound. It is a consonant sound. It is not consonant and vowel only. Now a and an are used before singular countable nouns. That means you can count the nouns and they should be singular. Or before the adjective. What are adjectives? They are describing words. Whom do they describe? They describe the noun. So a and an are used before singular countable nouns or before the adjective. Next example. There is a dog outside the building. Why a? Because it is a singular countable noun. Dog is a singular countable noun. I want to buy an orange handbag. Why an? Because orange handbag, singular countable noun, one single orange handbag. Why an? Because orange, it is starting with a vowel sound. Now let us do your tryout 1. Circle the correct option. A boat or an boat? It is a boat. Why? Boat, singular countable noun, and it is starting with the consonant B. A pigeon or an pigeon? It is a pigeon. Why? Singular countable noun, pigeon, starting with consonant P. A question or an question? It is a question. Similar because it is starting with a consonant Q. A unicorn or an unicorn? Now see, unicorn, though it is starting with U vowel, but it is making a consonant sound. U, starting with Y. Therefore, a unicorn. Next. A elephant or an elephant? It is an elephant because it is making a vowel sound here. A tar or an tar? It is a tar. Tar is singular countable tar, single tar. An exercise because it is starting with the vowel sound E. A engine or an engine? An engine because it is starting with the vowel sound E. A huge elephant or an huge elephant? A huge elephant. Why? Because it is starting with a consonant sound, huge. Whereas in air, I taught you, air is making the H is silent here, but H is not silent here. Therefore, a huge elephant. An or a honor. Now, here also in honor, H is silent. It is not honor. It is honor. Therefore, honor. So it is making a vowel sound. Therefore, an honor. It is a honor, not an honor. Next, a exercise book or an exercise book? An exercise book. A European or an European? A European, because it is making a vowel, it is making a consonant sound with starting with Y. And this students will be, it is an honor, or no, because it is starting with the vowel sound O. Therefore, it is an honor. Now, let us read something about the function of a and an, where they are used. Let me just brush up your memory again. Now, the use of a or an depends upon the beginning sound of the word before which it is placed. What word it has to be placed before? It has to be placed before a noun. So, whatever sound the noun first alphabet is making, that on that depends whether we should add a or an. So, we use the indefinite article a before a countable noun in the singular number beginning with a consonant sound. Next, a is also used before any word that begins with a vowel but it is pronounced with a consonant sound. Also, examples of these words are a university, a unit, a unicorn. I hope it is clear to you, students. Next, where do we use an? An is used before a countable noun in the singular number beginning with a vowel sound. Example, an egg, an ox. These are all examples of indefinite article an being used before a countable noun. It is also used before abbreviations if the consonant begins with a vowel sound. Please pay attention, students. It is an MLA. It is not a MLA. An MP. M. It is starting with E. It is not starting with M. Therefore, see. An MP. It is pronounced MP. So, it is starting with a vowel sound. Therefore, an MP, not a MP, even though it is starting with a consonant. But the sound it is making is that of a vowel. Therefore, an MP, an MA, an MLA. So, keep these things in mind, students. Next, we will study about what are definite articles. Now, definite article the refers to a specific noun, whereas what were a and an referring to? They were referring to non-specific nouns. But the is a definite article that refers to a specific noun. That is, we know which particular noun is being referred to in the sentence. Example, she is the player who has won 3 gold medals. So, we know, what do we know about her? That she is that particular player who has already won 3 gold medals. Therefore, we use the definite article the for her. The girl on the right is my cousin. Now, I am sitting. On my right, another girl is sitting. So, I know specifically that the girl sitting next to me is my cousin. Therefore, I will use the article the girl. I am definitely sure that she is my cousin. Therefore, it is not a girl on the right is my cousin. The girl on the right is my cousin. Now, here the specifies the player and the girl being talked about. Now, there are where all can we use the? The is used to refer to something which has already been mentioned. Example, a man and a woman were walking down the street. On the way, the woman met an old friend. Now, from the first sentence, we already know there are 2 people, a man and a woman. Now, in the second sentence, it is saying, on the way, this particular woman. So, the definite article the comes. On the way, the woman met an old friend. Here, the second sentence talks about the woman who has already been discussed in the first sentence. Next, where else can we use the definite article the? When the thing being talked about is already known to both the speaker and the listener. Now, Example, where's the library? I am the speaker. I am asking you, where's the library? That means we both know what is being mentioned, what is being talked about here. What are we talking about? What am I asking you about? I am asking you about a particular thing which is the, or a place which is the library. Therefore, where's the library? Which way is the museum? I am asking you about a particular monument, that is the museum. So the is used to refer to something which has already been mentioned. The is used when the thing being talked about is already known to both the speaker and the listener. Next, in defining an object or a person in a sentence. Example, the man who wrote this book is a well-known poet. So, now we know that this book is written by a man who is already a well-known poet. Therefore, that specific man has written it. Therefore, we use the definite article the. Writing a man who wrote this book is a well-known poet is wrong, because a man means any man. But the man who wrote this book is a well-known poet specifies that this man only is a well-known poet who has written this book. My house is the one next to the park. Now we know definitely that in the park, the house which is next to the park is mine. Therefore, the definite article the and for the house and the for the park. Next, the is also used to refer to objects regarded as unique. Unique meaning the sun gives us light. There is only one sun and it is specific, so the sun. The galaxy is full of stars. So we use the before objects which are regarded as unique. Next, before superlatives and ordinal numbers. Now what are superlatives? Degrees of comparison are positive, comparative and superlative. Big, bigger, biggest. So your biggest is the superlative. So in front of these kind of superlatives like biggest and with words starting with most, we use the definite article the before these superlatives. And what are ordinal numbers? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, these are ordinal numbers. So before these also we use the definite article the. Like for example, he is planning to build the tallest building around. Now tallest is a superlative, so we use the definite article the before tallest. The 10th page of this book should be decorated very well. Now 10th is an ordinal number, so we use the definite article the before it. All these things you have to keep in mind before what we use the, then it becomes easier. Next, it is also used with adjectives that refer to a whole group of people. Example, the Buddhists are very calm people. Now this is a whole group of people are Buddhists. So the youth of today is very daring. Youth, a group of people. Therefore, specific group, youth. Therefore, the. The is also used with names of geographical areas, oceans and rivers. Example, the Ganges is a sacred river of Hindus. It is a name of a river, specific river. We know it is the only one river is there with the name of Ganges. So, the Ganges. The Himalayas safeguard India from three sides. Specific mountain range. Now, there is a difference between mountain range and mountain peak. The Himalayas, but Mount Everest will not have the. So, keep this in mind. Now, with decades or group of years. Example, the 70s, the 80s, the 60s. Therefore, these are decades or group of years. The 70s was a period of beautiful music. The 8 years, group of years. The 8 years I have spent in Canada were very challenging for me. Now this is the specific 8 years, therefore the. Next, with names of specific books and scriptures. Example, the Ramayana is a holy scripture of Hindus. Hindus have only the main particular holy scripture is Ramayana. It is specific, therefore the. The Vedas teach us several moral lessons. Specific book, Vedas. The scriptures. Sometimes we use the preceding a common noun to give it the meaning of an abstract noun. Now, the example is the winner in her led her towards victory. Now, winner is used as the common noun which is preceded by definite article the. The fighter in him created wonders in the competition. Now, this is a common noun which is being given the meaning of an abstract noun over here. So, in front of these kind of nouns also we use the definite articles the. Now, let us do try out 2. Fill in the blanks with suitable articles wherever necessary. I went to see dash Taj Mahal last month. Now, can you apply your brains and tell me what will be here? It will be I went to see the Taj Mahal last month. Why? Because there is only one Taj Mahal. So, the specific monument, the. Therefore, the. Number 2, there is also dash neem bonsai in my garden. There is also a neem bonsai in my garden. Why a? Because it is a singular countable noun starting with a consonant sound. I like to go to the library for studies. I am going to a particular place, specific place to study. Therefore, I like to go to the library for studies. We went to Agra by air. There will be no article over here. Why? Because air is it is not anything specific. It cannot be counted. It is not a singular countable noun or an uncountable noun. Therefore, there will be no article over here. Dash winters of 2016 were very cold. The winters, that means the specific winter of a particular year. Like I told you, the is used with decades or group of years. Therefore, we can use the definite article the. Now, it is dash honor to serve you. Honor. So, it is an honor because H is silent. O is the word which is making the vowel sound. Summer is dash most intelligent man in a colony. Now, identify most intelligent superlative. Therefore, we know definite article the is used before superlatives. Therefore, summer is the most intelligent man in a colony. That was dash second time he visited America. What is the word second? Second is an ordinal number. Therefore, we use definite article the. All these exercises are based on the explanation which was given to you from the previous page. Refer to it and do this. It will become very easy for you. Dash water in that jug is impure. The water in that jug is impure. Specific jug. Therefore, water in that specific jug is impure. Therefore, definite article the. Dash European scientist. A European scientist. Why? Even though it is starting with a vowel E, it is making a consonant sound starting with Y. A European scientist and an American. Vowel sound starting with vowel, making a vowel sound. Therefore, an American actor were friends. I hope this tryout 2 is clear to you, students. Tryout 3. Use a, and or the to complete the story. Now, an old man. Why an? Because it is starting with the vowel sound. An old man was crossing a field. We don't know which field. He was crossing a field when he accidentally stepped on an anthill. Why an? Because vowel sound. The ants were instantly alarmed. Why the? Because ants are in a group. Okay. So, we know that the is used before adjectives that refer to a whole group of things, people or ants. Someone has entered our territory. The queen ant shouted. Specific ant, who is the queen ant? Therefore, definite article the. The queen ant shouted and ordered a soldier ant, one of the ants. We don't know which ant. There were many soldier ants. She ordered one particular soldier ant. A soldier. Why a soldier ant? Why? Singular countable noun. To immediately, but not specific. Therefore, a. To immediately search for the trespasser. Now, the trespasser is specific. There was an old man. He is only the trespasser. He is specific. Therefore, we use the definite article the over here. Next, it peeped outside the hole. Who peeped outside the hole? The soldier ant. The soldier ant was sent to search for the trespasser. So, we use the because we have already referred to the soldier ant over there. So, it peeped outside the hole and saw a very old man. It felt sad and returned to narrate the whole story. Why the? Because it is specific. there is nothing added to the thing. There is an old man, that's all, who has trespassed on their hill. So it is specific. To narrate the whole story to the queen ant, who has already been mentioned in the previous sentences. Therefore specific. So the. Therefore the queen ant, again the, because we know who the queen ant is. Therefore the queen ant decided to let go of the old man. Why the over here? Because the old man has already been referred to in the previous sentences. Now omission of articles. Omission means to leave out. It means to leave out. Now in certain cases we will not use articles. We don't use articles with uncountable nouns. Example, Sahil loves to drink coffee. Can we count coffee? No, we cannot. Coffee is an uncountable noun. So no article before the noun coffee. Balli puts salt in his coffee. Salt uncountable? No article before it. Coffee uncountable? No article before it. Balli puts a salt in his coffee is wrong, because these are all uncountable nouns. Examples again, Islam is the religion of the Muslims. Islam, the Islam, no. Spanish is the primary language in South America. So before languages and religions, we do not use any articles. You have to keep this in mind. Now, they are also not used before a general abstract noun. What are abstract nouns? Love, jealousy, childhood, hatred, beautiful, beauty. These are all abstract nouns. Before them also we do not use any articles. Before towns, cities, states and countries also we will not use articles. Like Cape Town is the second populous city in South Africa. No article is used before Cape Town. Japan is located in Asia. Asia and Japan both are again they are countries and continents. So these are exceptions. See, therefore there are no articles before them. Before lakes, islands, continents or mountain peaks also we will not use any article. Before cardinal numbers also we will not use. Before letters in a list also we will not use. Like cardinal numbers are 1, 2, 3. But ordinal numbers we use. Ordinal numbers are first, second, third. Cardinal numbers are 1, 2, 3. So that is the difference. And letters in a list, B, C are correct options. The, B, C, A, B, C, that is wrong. Okay, so there are no articles before letters in a list also. Now with names of diseases. Now we don't say the cancer is a terrible disease. Cancer is a terrible disease. Many children suffer from chicken pox during their childhood. We don't say many children suffer from the chicken pox during their childhood. Keep all this in mind. Before names of diseases, before cardinal numbers and letters in a list, before lakes, islands, continents or mountain peaks, before towns, cities, states and countries, before a general abstract noun, before languages and religions, and before uncountable nouns. And also before names of planets and titles of meals. We omit articles. That means we do not use any article a, an or the before such things. Like breakfast, supper, lunch, dinner. We don't say the breakfast, a lunch, a dinner. No, there is no article used before them. So now let us do try out 4. Omit the wherever necessary to correct the sentences. We have to omit the article the wherever necessary to correct the sentences. Also insert a or an if necessary in place of the. Now he told me the interesting story. He told me, please omit the. He told me an interesting story. Why? Because it is starting with the vowel sound. Number 2. She bought the American car. Omit the. She bought an American car. Vowel sound. She usually goes for the walk in the morning. She usually goes for a walk in the morning. Omit the. Could you tell me how to make the coffee? Could you tell me how to make coffee? Because like we read, coffee is an uncountable noun, and in front of uncountable nouns we omit articles. So, have you ever been to the America? Omit the article the, because we omit articles before names of towns, cities, states and countries. So America is one of those. Therefore we omit the article the before it, and it will only be have you ever been to America. Let's sing the song. This is correct. Or it can also be let's sing a song. Do you like the porridge in breakfast? Do you like porridge in breakfast? Why? Because porridge is again uncountable noun. She bought the dozen bananas. The is wrong. She bought a dozen bananas. Next, critical thinking. Try out 5. All the articles a, and the have been removed from this particular paragraph or text which describes the operation of a camera. Insert these articles wherever necessary. Now in this particular passage, articles have been removed. In this particular passage, we are describing how a camera operates. So now let us insert wherever we think it is required. Camera is piece of equipment used for taking photographs. A camera is a piece of equipment used for taking photographs. A camera, singular countable noun starting with consonant. A piece of equipment. A piece of equipment. That means it is a specific, it is not a specific, it is a non-specific piece of equipment. Therefore, a camera is a piece of equipment used for taking photographs. Camera lets in light from image in front of it. Now, we have already spoken about a camera. So, in the second sentence, it will become the camera lets in light from an image. Why an image? Because I is making a vowel sound. An image in front of it and directs the light, specific thing, onto a photographic film. Light has effect on chemicals which cover film and forms picture on it. Now, and directs the light onto a photographic film. Therefore, we have already spoken about light. So, we will write the light has effect on the chemicals which cover the film and forms a picture on it. Next, when the film, because we have already mentioned about the film in the previous sentence. So, when the film is developed, it is washed in the chemicals which make the picture permanent. It is then possible to print the picture onto a photographic paper. I hope it is clear to you, students. You have to continuously keep analyzing how to. That is why it is called critical thinking, because you have to always try to make a connect between two sentences. Previous sentence has already mentioned a noun. So, in the second sentence, I will mention the article the for the particular noun which has already been mentioned. Whether it is a countable noun, whether it is a single countable noun, whether it is making the consonant sound or whether it is making a vowel sound, all these things you have to keep in mind before inserting these definite articles or indefinite articles wherever required. So, we come to the end of this chapter, students. I hope you have understood articles clearly, how we use articles and where we use articles and where we omit or leave out articles. There are certain things where you have to memorize the places where you have to omit articles. Keep that in mind. More you practice these exercises, more it will be easy for you. Don't just mug up. Don't just learn things by heart. Try to apply it. That is where you will be able to do it without any difficulty. I hope it is clear to you, children. If you like my channel, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Keep the notification button on so that when I post the next chapter, you are immediately notified about it. Kindly subscribe. Thank you.